This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Car in the middle, maybe Jeremy Mayfield is off the pace. Something has happened to the Mobile 1 Ford. I believe it's Jeremy.
They had their troubles in practice. They only got a couple laps of practice prior to Bud Pole qualifying. They had an engine problem, and now he just waves people by. Jeremy Mayfield had 6 consecutive DNFs until that second place finish last Sunday at Lowe's Motor Speedway. So 6 of the last 7 events, they've had horrendous luck, and looks like it may be biting him again as Jeremy gets slower and slower on the racetrack.
Well, he pushed the car up in neutral and turned the engine off, which is a very, very bad sign. It's like almost obvious that he has an engine problem with the car. John Sherman.
Jeremy Mayfield is headed to the garage area. He radioed his crew chief, Peter Suspenzo, and said there's something wrong. Could be the engine, could be the rear end. They asked him to check the ignition box. He said to switch to the secondary ignition. He said, I've already done that. That's not the problem. So he is headed back to the garage area. They're going to put up on jack stands and see exactly what the problem is.
Back at Talladega Superspeedway, we have just seen the caution flag for the first time today. Dave Marcus, 59 years of age, who qualified 9th and actually led in the early part. Rolled his car, coasted down out of turn 4, has been pushed now back to the garage area, apparently with an engine problem, and he will have to call it a day. They take the window net down, and now Dave will climb out.
And Jerry, this is a huge break for Ted Musgrave in 0-1, Jeff Burton in 99, and Rick Mast in 14. They had not made a pit stop. They were almost a lap down before the leaders made their green flag pit stops, but this caution has saved them. They're going to be on the lead lap. Yeah, they'll be back at the tail end of the lead lap.
Skinner had taken the lead, but now Bobby Hamilton has worked his way back in front. He's on the outside. We got Earnhardt Jr. Jeff Gordon. Oh, that's the 22 left front tires going for Evan Warburg's car. The ignition is still running a little bit. It left too much, and the tire is flat.
What a job he did, Ned, to hang on to that car right in the middle. He's in the middle of like 3 cars with about 7 or 8 right behind him.
Yeah, he did do a great job, and caution is out. They'll race back to the flag where there's no big deal here, but that could have been the big one. Bill?
The reason 94 dropped back is because he was running with the 22. They were going to try and work their way to the front together. Elliott saw Ward was having a problem. His crew told him Ward was rubbing the tire. Elliott got out of the gas. That's why he went to the back, but he made the right decision.
Okay, what happens when you cut a tire at 190 miles per hour? Let's listen.
And watch this left front tire. The tire almost immediately stops turning. That tread comes off and wraps itself around the chassis, and almost immediately, as soon as we see the left front tire, it is not rolling. It's sliding across the racetrack. I can't show you what I'm talking about. Just in a moment, you'll be able to read Goodyear on that tire. See? It's not turning. Wanted to follow his protege, but when he got to the third corner, he said, I better not do that.
Well, Rusty was in the way. He couldn't get clear in there where he needed to be. Now he's going to try it. Now he's going to try it. Mark Martin, then they're making 3 wide.
And the 32 car of Scott Pruitt, we are told, with the tire down. That may have been that incident on pit road where there was contact. There's Pruitt and his tied forward. The left front tire jammed up underneath the left side of that car. Heavy sheet metal as he heads back toward pit road.
That's similar to what Jeff...
Well, first car on the pit road will be the car number 10, the Aaron's Rents Pontiac for Johnny Benson, James Ensign Company. Will they do a gas and go? Let's watch. Some guys may be slowing down. We'll see if anybody peels off down the pit road. This time, they still come roaring by. And the 36 car on the way.
Oh, we got him right.
Hamilton in the inside wall. Jeff Gordon down pit road. Mark Martin loops around. car of Bill Elliott makes it by.
And some heavy damage to Bobby Hamilton's car.
And tough break for Jeff Burton and Tony Stewart, who were not going to have to stop. The others were going to have to stop soon under green flag conditions.
Come off the corner. There's Hamilton on the inside, and the car on the inside is going to make a pit stop. I guess that's Mark Martin was going to make a pit stop. And Jeff Gordon had already decided to make a pit stop. He's not involved in the crash. I thought he was involved in the crash, and he was coming down pit road.
So that was a tremendous break for him.
And after Jeff Gordon entered pit road, the pit road closed, he could get that fuel legally.
5 laps away from the checkered flag in a 30-second run to the Winston 500.
Well, that front group there are protecting that inside. That same cars try to take a shot at him up on the high side. Did Earnhardt make contact with somebody there?
He was on the inside of Rich Bickle and they're going to the grass. Always, Earnhardt, if you're going to pass him on the inside, it's going to be on the grass, Ned. He's down on the very bottom of the racetrack. And Mark Martin now is on the high side. He's getting shuffled way back.
I'll show you what happened a moment ago with Earnhardt there on the left side of your screen. Watch the 3 car.
That's Rich Bickle on his outside. They go down in the corner, and all 3 cars touch. Rusty Walsh and Bickle touch with Bickle's right side, Earnhardt's right side, and Bickle's left side touch.
Now less than 5 to go. Look at this pack of cars. Here comes Skinner on the outside. He faked the move to the inside. Will he have a drafting partner? He is now dead even. There we go. Bobby Lamont.
He's got John Andretti up there and other cars that have fallen on that outside line there now. That inside has not been protected the way it was.
Coach, the last time we had this many different leaders, we saw a first-time winner. Whoa!
He is on the grass. He really was on the grass, folks. And he don't have mud tires. He was...
Wow. At 190 miles per hour, he was on the grass in the backstretch.
Earnhardt trying to come up through the middle.
And Skinner has taken the lead. Going in turn 3, it's Skinner with the lead.
I wanted to say the last time we had this many lead changes, we ended up with a first-time winner at Talladega. It was Bobby Hillin that day. Will it be Mike Skinner today? Here comes John Andretti. The Cheerios Pontiac flashing by.
Oh, no, there's on the inside, John. He's on the inside.
Now they're 4 wide for the lead. Well, for second it is now.
4 abreast. Talking about first-time winners. Skinner trying to hang on. Earnhardt Jr. is a 2-time winner this year. Now they are 5 wide with 3 laps to go at Talladega.
Now, there ain't 3 laps of race, but there ain't no way they can run 3 laps like this.
Hold your breath, folks. Less than 3 laps to go. Who's going to win it? 47 lead changes, 21 different drivers. Mark Martin trying to plow his way through a minefield of race cars at 190 miles an hour. And here comes Earnhardt.
How did he get through all these cars? How he did that?
The Intimidator is scraped and beaten on the right side, but he will not be denied. Missed the restrictor plate. Knows there are 2 laps to go. Earnhardt climbs to the high side of Bobby Lamont. Wow. You see him motioning. He's motioning the 55 car of Kenny Wallace to give me a bump. Come on, Kenny, give me a jump.
And Earnhardt is going for the lead.
And listen to this crowd of 170,000 strong.
Richard Childress, both these cars running 1-2 as he comes for the white flag. He's on the apron of the racetrack, Ned.
He saves the race car up almost against Bobby Lamont. Dale Earnhardt Sr. has come from 17th spot in 4 laps to lead it on the final lap.
And Kenny Wallace is in 2nd spot, followed by
His teammate,
Joe Nemechek.
Nemechek with the pole center. And Kenny Wallace has likewise never won a Winston Cup race. 3 Chevrolets on the final lap at Talladega. 2 $1.7 million and $1 million bonus for Dale Earnhardt if he can hang on. The no-ball 5 contender, Mr. Restricted Dale Earnhardt comes down and will take his 10th career victory on Talladega in the Winston 500.
The crane has a team across the start finish line.
And cars slipping and sliding everywhere across the racetrack as the checkered flag waved. The 22 was involved, Ward Burton was involved, the 9 car was sliding.
The 44 of Steve Grissom was sliding.
A.C. Compton was involved. And there, that big fist out the window, Earnhardt pulls up and says, "Thank you, Kenny Wallace." Because Kenny was right on his bumper and gave him the shove, and the shove actually was right by Earnhardt's teammate, Mike Stipp. Let's go down to the Earnhardt pit and hear from his car owner, Richard Childers, of this one at Talladega.
Well, they go across the line, and somewhere back here on that 5 abreast is just going to catch up with them. We see Rich Bickle go sideways, the 22 car. I think I see the 1 car of Steve Park going around. And then all the cars get obscured in the smoke, and I can't tell who's what.
Ward Burton is definitely in it. He's in his car.
Earnhardt Jr. and Skinner. Bobby Labonte tries to sandwich in. Meanwhile, the outside lane is long gone as they get to turn 1.
Dale Earnhardt leads the way. Now it is Kenny Wallace who moves up to the 2nd position on the final lap of the Winston 500. Joe Nemechek pulls up into the 3rd position. It is a 3-car breakaway. Last trip down the backstretch. Decision time at Talladega as Dale Earnhardt tries to do it again. But here comes Kenny Wallace looking to the outside lane. Earnhardt blocks him going into 3. 3-car race for the win.
Kenny Wallace looking for that breakthrough victory. Earnhardt trying to block him high and low. Nobody jumping out of line. Here come the leaders off the corner. It's going to be a 3-way battle for the win. They'll come by the Ted Musgrave car with Earnhardt leading.
Here they come into the tri-oval. Kenny Wallace, one final shot at Dale Earnhardt. Behind him, the whole pack steaming for the finish line. Dale Earnhardt wins it. Earnhardt wins the Winston 500 as there's trouble after the finish. Ward Burton spins, car is spinning. Steve Grissom crashes after the checkered flag. About 6 cars are involved down in turn number 1, but it is over here at Talladega. Dale Earnhardt has won the race. Unbelievable finish.
Absolutely unreal racing here. Again, there is trouble as they went off to turn number 1 when the checkered flag had just come out. Ward Burton was one of those cars. A lot of smoke down toward the corner. And Earnhardt goes on around the racetrack to enjoy his win. Here comes Ward Burton back. We're looking to see who some of the other cars are involved down there as we're waiting for the smoke to clear. But Ward is okay. His car just got turned up and wrinkled a little bit in the rear end, but he will go back to the garage.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a presentation of TNT Sports.